Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buccaneers Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Tampa Bay Buccaneers content, so hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it as we try and push for 3,000 subscribers before Thanksgiving. Now, clearly, the Buccaneers season right now is not going according to plan, and to be honest with you, to call a spade, to keep it a buck, this isn't necessarily the best news. So earlier this season, Pro Bowl superstar stud starting center Ryan Jensen went down with an injury, and in response to a recent inquiry on his return, the Athletic's Greg Auman stated that there is quote-unquote only a small chance that the veteran is able to play this season. If he's medically cleared, Ryan Jensen likely won't be available until, once again, quote-unquote, late in the playoffs. It sucks, man. It really sucks. This is coming a couple of days ago. The literal tweet is this: everything I'm told is that there's still only a small chance he comes back at all, and if he did, it'd be late January, late in the playoffs. So, clearly the Bucs got bigger fish to fry right now. I've been reading your guys' comments, man. I understand your frustration, like 100%. I get it, man. Todd Bowles, is he my favorite head coach? Absolutely not. I love Bruce Arians. I loved Bruce Arians. I think all of you guys would agree. I think most Buccaneers fans right now would openly welcome him back with wide open arms. But, we got to keep it a buck, man. The current state of things is he's not that coach. It's Todd Bowles. Tom Brady's going through a divorce now. I'm 23. I've never been through a divorce. I can really only imagine what it's like. I mean, especially when you got like superstars like Giselle is worth, as far as net worth goes, double Tom Brady, which is kind of crazy because Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever live. But I can't even imagine the toll it's taking and taxing on his mind, and that's just going to infect everybody else. So, the Ryan Jensen news to me isn't necessarily news. To me, I have huge concerns with the current Buccaneers offensive line. In fact, I was a big advocate for them making some type of move at the trade deadline. However, you want to build rapport, you want to build chemistry. It takes time for players to learn schemes regardless of their position, get acclimated to the culture, get acclimated to the locker room. It's not a good situation, but thankfully the division leader of the 4-4 Atlanta Falcons, who are very clearly still in rebuild mode. So, yes, Ryan Jensen not coming back sucks, especially considering Robert Hainsey, the second-year converted center, it has not looked good at all. In no way, shape, or form has Robert Hainsey under center looked good. I mean, the timing is off. The chemistry is off. Everything is off, specifically with Robert and Tom, and they're going to have to figure out a way to deal with this. And so my thing with this is, we know Ryan Jensen is a huge, vital and integral piece to their offensive line. He's played in and started in all 71 games at center in both the regular season and the playoffs since he joined Tampa Bay in 2017. But the reality of the situation is you won't have him until at the very, very best the first round of the playoffs. And it's like, all right, well, if we want to fast forward the clock a little bit here and start making some assumptions, start making some predictions, if the Buccaneers were to, at 3-5 right now with this brutal losing streak, if they were to make the playoffs, first off, I would be extremely happy. I'd be extremely relieved. I still think they will be in the playoffs. I still think they will be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. But the reason for that is I think things are going to start clicking all over the offense specifically. Personally, I think this upcoming week against the Rams, but, win is a win. Just get the win this week against Los Angeles and go from there. They're also just as much struggling as Tampa Bay is right now. So it's a big game for both teams. But if you can get out of the NFC South, if you can get out of the division and make the playoffs, it's like, unless you're a desperate, I can't even fathom a 6-11 team making the playoffs. But let's say dire, the Buccaneers win the division at 7-10. In that situation, I'd be like, yes, please, Jensen, come back. But most likely, if the Buccaneers were to make the playoffs with this current start, things are probably beginning to click or have been clicking. So it's like, all right, with this recent report, if you make it to the second round of the playoffs and now Jensen's finally ready to come back, it's like, well, You rallied to make the playoffs. You won your first playoff game. How much does a guy who hasn't played in the entirety of the season, how much does that really help me? So it's just interesting, and like I said at the beginning of the video, it's certainly not ideal news. However, it is 2022, and technology is progressing. I'm just kind of trying to take anything I can get here, but technology is speeding up, so that's good. I know this is a completely different thing, but you turn back the clock to 20 years ago, if somebody tore their ACL, their career might be done. If you turn back the clock 20 years ago and a pitcher gets Tommy John surgery, their career is probably done. So I don't know, man. I'm trying to remain optimistic. I'm trying to remain hopeful. But as far as this current Ryan Jensen injury update goes, it doesn't really offer me much. In fact, it actually offers me nothing. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Hit the like button, hit that sub button, and I will catch you guys later.